Appreciate you pressing play, and welcome to another episode of
FanKingHaters,
your weekly fantasy show where we dish out hate on those players that mess up your DraftKings, your FanDuel, or even your personal fantasy lineup. Because if you're playing fantasy every week, you're hating on somebody. Somebody in your lineup didn't do what you thought they should.
Right. This is where haters is the topic.
Get that hate out.
Let it go.
Week 1, over and done with.
Glad it is.
Yes. Week 1. I can't say that enough. Week. W-E-A-K. Week 1. Horrible week. Fantasy Studs didn't show up. David Johnson, no show. Even though he did get hurt, still didn't put out what you expected even before the injury. Le'Veon Bell, I know, second pick, not second round pick. Second pick for a lot of people in the draft, right behind David Johnson. Right. Not the Le'Veon Bell we're used to seeing. So week 1, we're glad you were done. Now it's on to real football. See what this NFL season gonna hold for us.
Well, my hate wasn't my lowest point total guy, but it was Le'Veon Bell at 7.7 with the amount of money that you spend for the value on DraftKings. It just seemed like it was just
not what you expected.
Not what I expected going against Cleveland. Yeah. And I wasn't really expecting Cleveland to be that close to the Pittsburgh Steelers anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So kudos to them. But my lowest point total guy was Zay Jones, which I expected to do bad. Yeah. He was a rookie, didn't know it was a flip of a coin, and
that's a value pick. You're in a cash tournament. You're trying to get somebody that everybody else don't have. You know.
Right. That's how you win the billion dollar
tournament that they had. Definitely. My hate, is Eric Decker. I have to go with Eric Decker. If you have 3 receptions and you only have 10 yards, you're not really out there working. Going against the Raiders, who give up a lot of booty.
But you remember, it's a new team, new system.
Yeah, but
he's a veteran, but still,
the Raiders are known to give up touchdowns when you get in the red zone. So I was expecting Tennessee to get in there at some point in time.
But I think the Raiders are a different team with Marshawn Lynch now.
Yeah,
okay. All around, he brings so much more to the team.
And he's playing for home, so get that hometown love.
Exactly, it's more of a pride thing.
Okay, so who you hating on this week, Melodic?
I got DeMarco Murray.
Another Tennessee player.
He only had 8 points.
Not what you expected. It was a fantasy
which
stud
was
last
lowest
year.
on my roster, I got to say, which is not too bad, but it's, he's a running back. He should have at least got 12 to 15 points.
I agree with that.
That's what you as a starter.
Yeah.
As a starter, they do have good weapons on the passing game.
Okay.
But I think he could pull out more. Also Alshon Jeffries with also 8 points.
Okay.
But
yeah, I was expecting a lot more for him in that game.
I wasn't.
You don't believe in him?
I'm not sold on him.
I'm going to give him 2 to 3 weeks.
When's the last time he's been good?
I'm going to give him 2 to 3
weeks. When he had Jake Heller, he was good.
Give him 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Getting into the new system and ready to go. I think he'll be a top pass catcher.
Okay.
Well, one thing that we can say about the Tennessee hates is that when you're picking with Tennessee, there's only 2 Titans that you should pick. And that is Delaney Walker or Mariota.
Yeah, the Island Boy.
Okay. That's it.
Touche.
But, there might be a sprinkle of a DeMarco Murray from time to time and a sprinkle of Eric Decker. But for the most part, those are your for sure with Tennessee.
So week 2, who you rolling out for week 2?
Week 2, I'm starting off with Derek Carr.
Fast Carr?
He had a good week last week, 22 for 32 with 262 yards. They're going against the Jets, which is the worst team, or next to the worst team against the Colts in the NFL right now, all around.
Okay.
I think he will double up his fantasy points because of that.
Okay.
And he will have a good game.
All right.
I got Marshawn Lynch, once again, going against the Jets. All around bad. All around bad.
Bad.
You know what I mean?
They might be our new Saints.
They might be.
They might be. And I think he's going to get...
Marshawn will get in the end zone.
You know what I mean? He's going to get about 20 carries.
Okay.
I believe.
I think he gets in the end zone.
He's going to get a touchdown, like you said.
Yeah.
He's got to do He's got to
do red zone.
He's got to do his pose
at home.
He got to do it.
Right. I
think this is the week we get to see it.
Ty Montgomery as my other running back.
That's a good play.
You know what I mean? He had 19 carries, 4 passing targets for 39 yards.
You know, the only thing that scares me about Montgomery is it seems like I have him in my personal league, and I had him a few times last year. It just seemed like every game, he just seems like he always tweaks something.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that scares me.
Because
so
he keeps playing. But he keeps playing.
Yeah.
But it's always like, oh man, is he out for real this time?
Exactly. He's a good player. I like his versatility.
He is going against the Falcons,
okay,
which do give up one of the most passing yards to a running back.
Okay.
Right now, I think that would be good. And
he should have a good game.
He should get you some points and keep you in the green.
Okay.
I got Keenan Allen.
The target monster, the original target monster.
Exactly. He is the veteran wideout for that team.
Yeah.
He's going to get you the points. He has the whole receiving squad is getting you an average of 15 points.
The whole receiving squad.
Well, I would say Williams and Allen
are going to get you 15.
I can't say for the tight end because
I think that was off week for Hunter Henry though. Like I think he'll be back.
But I think Antonio Gates came back and actually got about 8 points. I can't say for sure.
But the only reason why Hunter Henry is even not mentioned last week is because a guy named Von Miller.
That's very true.
That's you. If you don't have 2 people on him, then you're just setting Phillip Rivers to get beat up.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you, Hunter Henry is not going to have 0 targets.
Yeah.
But depending when they go against the Broncos, best believe you better put somebody over there.
So, but I do like that Keenan Allen play.
He's a good play because he's going to get the targets, and he's been a beast when he's healthy.
Yeah.
I got Larry Fitzgerald as my other receiver.
Who else they gonna throw it to this week?
Exactly.
Who else they gonna throw it to?
Nelson and Fitzgerald are only targets. No running backs.
No real running back.
No, right. Williams is the backup. He's coming in.
Not proven.
But you don't know what he's going to give you.
Yeah.
I got Chris Hogan as my other receiver. He had
a
horrible game last week. A horrible game. But I think the Patriots are going to come back with bounce back week. Tom Brady never has two games like that.
T1000. T1000 is not programmed now.
In one season,
back-to-back
you're going to come back firing, and everybody's going to get their points. I got Rudolph as my tight end with Minnesota. Okay. Sam Bradford is hurt. He's questionable right now with the knee injury.
Sam going to play.
He is going to play, and I'm going to keep him. Play. Even if he doesn't play, I'm 50-50 on him, but the tight end is always the closest check down.
That's true.
To a backup quarterback.
You're right.
That's where it always goes.
Okay.
The only question is, who's Minnesota's backup? That'd be a mystery. But either way, Sam Bradford's playing. It's just he has banged up knees since college.
Yeah.
He's on
2 surgeries.
He's questionable every day he wakes up.
Yeah. True.
I got Dalvin Cook as my flex. Last week he went out in style.
I think that might be your hate.
He's going against Pittsburgh. Don't be scared because they put up 20-something points last week, 19
I just
think
I think Minnesota will be chasing Pittsburgh.
I think they have too many receiving weapons. Okay. That is going to spread out the whole field.
Okay.
For Dalvin Cook not to have a lane to run.
I just think that it's going to be tough for Dalvin Cook. What made Dalvin Cook look so good last week was that he played against an all-star college team. They have 4 rookies starting.
Yeah.
So when you play against when you go against a Pittsburgh well-coached, the coaching staff has been there for a long period of time.
Defensive-minded
The defensive scheme is going to be becoming a whole lot different,
yeah.
and it's not going to be easy for him to pick up some of the blitzes. And then when you got a guy named James Harrison who could not be human, that come up. There's a good chance that we'll find out, just like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get hit.
That's true. Right. We'll see how good they are.
Right.
But I hope the best for him. I like Dalvin Cook. I just feel that last week was kind of the week 1 is just one of those weeks that it's hard to gauge
week
anybody.
Week 1, W-E-A-K, week 1.
But it is what it is. But I like Dalvin Cook though.
I got the Rams as my defense.
I'm on that Ram train.
I am jumping on it. They were one of the best, if not the best, defense in the league last week.
I just hope Goff is real. That's all. Is Goff real?
He's gonna be the key to their defense.
If he is real, the defense is going to be the same because they do not need to be on the field 75% of the time.
I hear that. For my lineup this week, I'm rolling out at quarterback Aaron Rodgers. I think that game will be like 310 to Yuma, Old Western. Discount double check himself. You haven't seen 310 to Yuma. See the original and the new one. Good movie. It's going to be a shootout. Thank you, Atlanta, for getting your new stadium with the fast track so Aaron Rodgers and Jordy can act out on it. I think that's going to happen. For my running back, I went with Kid Bronco. Went with Christian McCaffrey, son of a Bronco. He didn't overperform and he didn't underperform last game. He was just all right. But going against Buffalo.
But if his daddy was playing, his daddy would have had double digits, but his daddy can't play for him.
I still think he has a good game.
I think he's going to come along as the season progresses.
I'm hoping you're wrong.
James Stewart.
But he like he said, he's hoping you're wrong because this is daily fantasy.
Exactly. Taking it week to week. If you didn't like the 310 to Yuma, you're not going to like the good, bad, and the Montgomery. I went with Ty Montgomery, too. Like you said, pass catching running back, double dip. Against Atlanta again. It's going to be a shootout. That game will be a shootout. For my first receiver, I went with Brandon Cooks. Messiah said the curse of Rob Ryan was gone, but it's really not. New Orleans can take Rob Ryan out of New Orleans, but New Orleans can't take Rob Ryan out of it. They still will give up deep passes, and
they're young.
They will forever have bad juju on their defense.
They're young.
They are young, and that's why I think Brandon will be cooking.
Right. Look at how long it took your Cowboys. Your Cowboys put up the worst defense too before Rob Robin took over the Saints.
That's true.
It took 3 to 4 years
to get it out of them.
And then once they went with their rookies, they got a whole bunch of young guys. They had to take their lumps, and then that next couple of years they've been good. So that's just the process of putting together a defense.
Right. Okay. For my second receiver, I went with Buckwheat Hill. I mean, y'all call him Tyreek, but I call him Buckwheat. You can't tell me he does not look like the original Buckwheat from Little Rascals. Don't believe me? Look it up. Go to his FanDuel or DraftKings.
You think he's gonna have the same type of game?
I think he's real.
He produces.
Okay.
They find a way to get him the ball.
And Andy Reid, if he believes in you, he gets you the ball. T.O.
And they are carrying the short
Brooks,
pass.
Yeah.
Little dump and run.
Give it to him.
Put the ball in your playmaker's hands. If it's not going to be receiving, it's going to be rushing. It's going to be
sweep.
Like
sweep something.
Punt return, kick return.
Getting him the ball.
He's going to get the ball.
My last receiver, I went with, I don't know, his quarterback seems to like the slots. I don't know if it's his Indian heritage or what, but Sam Bradford loves throwing to this boy in the slots. That's Adam Thielen. I think actually him and the FanKingHater exclusive pick from season 1, Stephon Diggs. Okay. Can you dig it? I think they will be the best receiving duo. I think Thielen they're going to be playing behind against Pittsburgh. I think Thielen gets off in the game. He runs great routes. For my tight end, I went with the Buffalo Bills 2017, 2018 leading wide receiver. That's right, at tight end. Charles Clay.
He's the only dude there.
Who else they going to throw the ball to? They going to be playing
Who's
from
their
behind.
running backs?
I mean, they got Shady.
Shady McCoy.
But
okay.
But their wide receivers, Shady and Charles Clay might fight for the leading receiver in Canadian Buffalo, as we like to call it.
Right. Once again, go to say who's their running backs.
At my flex, I went receiver. I went with the target monster, Keenan Allen, as well. When he's healthy, he does everything. Phillip Rivers throws him the ball. He catches the ball. He does everything. So I'm expecting big points. And then Messiah always talks about the Rams. You pick the Rams when they are at home.
Double dip?
Yeah, that is
a second double dip.
When you pick the Rams, you play them at home. I'm all on the hype train. Let's see if they're for real or not. Messiah, who you rolling out?
Well, I just want to piggyback off your Diggs and Thielen. Those boys are real good at their position.
Real good.
The key to their success is going to be the health of Sam Bradford.
Like I said, he's king of the short pass, 76% percentage. The slot monster, man.
All right. Well, my lineup, I'm going to go ahead and go with Jameis Crab Bucket Winston.
Okay.
They haven't played yet. Hurricane Irma kind of slowed things down.
Yeah.
But, with him throwing 60% last season, 4,000 yards.
And which is not talked about.
Right.
Not
and 28 touchdowns.
Right. Not talked about.
They were on the Hard Knocks. He said some things. I've never really been a fan, but he did some things and showed some things that I did like.
Okay.
He did force the ball a few times, but they are going against Chicago, and hopefully that Chicago does the same thing they did last week with Atlanta and give up 300 yards, I'll take it all day long. Well, I know I was talking big about my Saints, but hey,
downgrade.
Give him one more year.
No. Give him 3 more years.
Give him one more year.
Because this is what, the second year without Ryan?
Go ahead and go pick up Gillislee. That's what you do.
Yes.
You wait one more year, but right now you pick up Gillislee.
Because the Patriots will be in the red zone.
They will be in the red zone.
Will.
There's too many rookies on that defense for them not
to
to
don't have nobody.
Yeah.
Hogan in the running back.
At my other running back, I went with Jocko as Rogers.
I like that play.
I think he's done well with Martin being out. This is what he's always done. He's been a backup in the league since he's been in the league.
Yeah.
And he understands his role. He's a damn good role player.
And he shines in it.
The only downfall, Chicago gave up only 62 yards to Freeman and Coleman last week. Yeah. They didn't have to, but they did. But I'm just a little scary about
I like that play, though.
But as you can tell, I went buck and another buck, and I'm going with another buck.
Oh, triple dip!
For the triple dip,
I went
season
3.
I went with Mike Evans.
Okay. Maybe
you
target
can't go
monster.
wrong, dude.
Doesn't matter what coverage.
He's the biggest man on the field.
Doesn't matter what coverage. The kid had a hell of a year last year. I'm hoping to do the same this year with Deshaun Jackson. Hopefully, it's going to take a little attention away from him to open up some windows for him.
That offense is going to be high powered.
Yeah, I went with Hogan also. I don't really want to.
That's going to be y'all's hate.
You know, another double dip. With the hater on the side.
I don't want to really want to go too much into Hogan because we already did. But I think there's going to be. I predict that there will be a blown coverage. He will have one long touchdown, and that might be his only stats. But I'll take it.
Okay.
And my other receiver, I went with J.J. Nelson.
Again, who else they gonna throw to?
Yeah, Fitzgerald get the double team. J.J. Nelson is a speedster. I think that he is J.J. Brown, but with a cheaper price.
Yeah,
right. And that's a good pick.
I think he's a sleeper. At my tight end, I went with Jesse James. I think
the outlaw.
I think Big Ben likes him, man. He's not Heath Miller, but he's close enough to it. Right. And they like to call him Jesse James.
He's on the come up.
He's on the come up. He had a hell of a game last game, and we know how this fantasy goes.
Yeah.
You pick him this week, they goose egg you. So we never know. Right. At my flex, I went with Antonio Brown. I don't need to say anymore. And my defense, I went with the Ravens. Last week, they had 4 picks, 5 sacks. They're not going to do that this week. We know that.
Right. Let me ask you this. Who are they going against?
Cleveland.
Is it the Super Bowl Ravens?
Yes, they are.
Is it the Super Bowl Ravens defense, or are you picking them because they're going against the Browns?
I'm picking them because they have veterans. Right now, I feel at the beginning of the season, veteran play is going to be the key to keeping teams together. There's a lot of new faces, a lot of new coaches, a lot of new schemes, but look at Pittsburgh. They've been having the same scheme for like the last 10 years.
That's true.
The Ravens, nothing's changed. Right. Just Ray Lewis is gone.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm thinking that their defensive line, Terrell Suggs still plays football.
Yeah, and still plays it well.
And so I just feel that, and he quiet as kept, people forget that the Ravens are still out there. Yeah. People forget that Jeremy Maclin plays on the Ravens. Yeah. People forget that Eric Weddle is their safety.
Yeah.
There's players on that team that we just forgot about.
Veteran players, like you said, too.
Hey, like Melodic says, the Big Purple. That's my line.
Big Purple.
But I got a couple honorable mentions. I think Cooper Kupp is a guy to keep on your radar.
Is Goff for real, though? Is Goff for real?
It don't matter. But did you see that man jump up for all them balls? He was the top. Well, I got to say he's one of the top receivers of the week.
He might be.
White men can't jump.
White men can't jump. It's not even about that last game. They're just looking like just keep an eye on him because we've seen Tavon Austin.
Yeah, right.
He is who we know he is, gadget guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Kupp is actually who they thought Tavon Austin was.
Okay, we'll see.
I think he's one. We already know Marshawn's getting in the end zone, and I think people sleeping on Ebron. I think he's gonna have a little coming out party.
One of our viewers is Ebron's cousin, and like I told her, I'm hating on Kwame this week. He 1.9 last week. I have you on my personal fan, Ebron. 1.9. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
Well, man, hey, seems like that's enough for week 2. Hopefully we get some results, and hopefully everybody's in the green this week.
Yeah, and if you like what you watch, hit that subscribe button. If you don't like what you watch, tell somebody else about it. Everybody plays fantasy. It's a $1 billion industry. You can follow us on Twitter at FanKingHaters or IG. What is that?
At FanKingHaters. Make sure to go check us out, follow us, do what you got to do. Like you said, tell a friend.
Messiah, before you leave, what's this? What is this? What did you call it? The weekly gas?
Yeah, it's just
gas filling.
This weekly gas, but I still got my 20. It's still here because nobody wanted a challenge. But I'm really pushing it to really hope that we could get a little interaction with everybody and just have some fun, man. I think this is we all do this for fun. It's entertainment. Let's keep it going. And why not go ahead and win some money, put some money in your pocket? Because hey, you send me the invite. I'll deposit 20, put it in your account if you win. If not, I'll thank you for your $20 and I'll add another one to this one.
Put your money up.
Get it.